Hello everybody. Today we're going to be working on this page about the long U words. So each of these words has a long U with a silent E at the end. Okay, so go ahead and write your name here. It's my name, but you write your name. If at any time during this video you think I'm going too quickly and you need to catch up, just pause the video, and whenever you're done, you're ready to move on, just unpause it. Okay? Pause it as many times as you need. Okay. It says here, fill in the missing letters to make a long U word, and then rewrite the word. Okay, so here's the picture. I'm going to put in the long U here and the silent E at the end. Can you do that? I'll make it bigger so you can see it. There we go. Maybe I'll make it a little bigger. There, that's better. Okay. Let's read this word. Cube. What's the word? Cube, right? There's a cube. Okay, let's write the word cube right here. K. The C starts at the dotted line, goes around to the bottom line. The U starts at the dotted line, goes down, up, stick. So it's cup and stick. B is bat first, and then go up the bat to make the ball. So bat, go up the bat and make the ball. And E, start here, go out, go up and around. Cube. And as you're writing the word cube, I'm going to give you a sentence with that word. Okay. My present was shaped like a cube, and inside was a pretty toy. My present was shaped like a cube, and inside was a pretty toy. Okay, hopefully you finished writing the word cube, and if you didn't, just pause the video so you can finish writing it, because we're moving on to this one, okay? So here we go. Right here, M, the missing letter here is a U, the long U with the silent E at the end. Can you write that down? Okay, let's read this word. Mute. What's the word? Mute. Mute. Okay, without the silent E, it's mut, but with the silent E, it's mute. Okay, let's write down mute. Stick, then back up the stick and go bump, bump. Cup, then down the stick to make a stick. So cup and stick. T is stick, then cross it. E is out, up, around. Mute. As you're writing the word mute, I'm going to give you a sentence with that word. Okay. I had to mute the phone so I could ask my mom a question. Mute. I had to mute the television so I could hear my sister talking to me. Mute. And mute means just to turn off the sound if you're talking about a device. If you're talking about a person, it's a person that can't hear. I mean, it's a person that doesn't talk, I guess, is a mute. Okay. Let's go to this one now. Okay, here we go. Let's put the silent U. The U, long U, silent E. Okay, let's read this word. June. What's the word? June. June, which is this month here. The first month of summer, June. Let's write it here. June has a capital J, so it starts at the top. Capital, goes all the way to the top, down to the bottom, cross it. The U is not a capital, it's a small letter, so we start here at the middle. The dotted line, go up, back to dotted line, and down. So cup, then stick. N is also a small letter, so we start at the dotted, we go down to the bottom, back up, make a bump, and down to the bottom. And the last one is the E, which is also a small. There we go, June. And as you're writing the word June, I'm going to give you a sentence with that word. Okay, in June we have summer vacation. June. Okay, we ready to move on to the next word? Okay, right here. See this? Okay, it's missing the U, the long U, and the silent E. Let's write that in. Okay. Let's read this word. T-U-B. What's the word? Tube. Tube. Without it, without the silent E, it's tub. With the silent E, this becomes a oo sound. Tube. There's a tube of toothpaste. So let's write tube right here. T is a tall, so it starts above this dotted line. Stand. U. B, start with the bat first. Bat. Then go up the bat and make a ball. And then the E. Okay, and as you're writing that down, I'm going to, as you're writing that down, I'm going to give you a sentence using the word tube. So I took out the tube of toothpaste and put some toothpaste on my toothbrush. Tube. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, let's put this U, long U, and the silent E there. Okay, let's read this word. Mule. What's the word? Mule. Mule. Without the silent E, it's mull. With the silent E, this becomes a U sound. Mule. Mule. Okay, so let's write mule right here. Starting with the small. M is a small. So it's stick, then bump, then bump. Then comes the U, which is also small. It goes cup, then stick. Cup, then stick. And then next is the L. L is a tall, starts at the top, goes down to the bottom, stop. Then next is an E. E is a small, starts out, then touch it up, and then down, and turn. Mule. Okay, as you finish writing down the word mule, I'm going to use it in a sentence. Okay, a mule is an animal that is part horse and part donkey. A mule is an animal that is part horse and part donkey. Okay, let's move on to this word. Okay, let's put the long U here, and right now it's the word thumb, right? But I put the silent E at the end. It becomes U. What's the word? Fume. Very good, fume. Okay, so I'm going to write fume here. F is a tall letter, so I've got to start right here close to the top. So I'm going to go up and touch the top, then come down. So up, touch the top, then come straight down. And then cross it. And then comes the U, which is cup, then down, stick, cup, then stick. Okay, the M has a stick, and then you go back up the stick, make a bump, and then you go back up the stick and make a bump. And then the last letter is an E, which is also a small. You go out, see how I start here and I go out, and I go up, and then touch. Here we go. Out, up, turn around, down, and there you go. As you finish writing the word fume, I'm going to give you a sentence with that word. So The fume from the gasoline smelled terrible and gave me a headache. Fume. The fume from the gasoline smelled terrible and gave me a headache. Okay, let's move on to this one right here. Let's put right here the silent U. The U, long U with the silent E. I'm getting them mixed up. This is a long U with a silent E. Okay, let's read this word. Use. What is it? Fuse. Fuse is this part. Okay, the part that's got fire on it is the fuse. Okay, let's write down fuse here. And then U is cup and stick. Okay, S starts at the top. It's like a snake. And then last but not least is the silent E, fuse. So, as you write down the word fuse, I'm going to give you a sentence with that word. Okay, so we lit the fuse of the bomb to throw it at the enemy. Fuse. No. Okay. Okay, now we're going to move on to this one. This pencil right here. Okay, so we're going to put the long U here. And over here we're going to put the silent E. Okay. Can you say huge? Yes, it's the word huge, which means super big. So let's write down huge here. H is a tall. So make a stick. And then go back up and turn at the dotted line. Okay, and then the U, and then the G, and then the E. Okay, say huge. As you write down that sentence, I'm going to give you a word. As you write down that word, I'm going to give you a sentence with the word huge. Okay, I won a huge teddy bear at the state fair. It was so big it couldn't fit in the house. Okay. Okay, let's go over this word right here. Give it a U with the silent E at the end. Okay, let's read the word tune. A tune is the melody of a music, of a song, okay? So let's write down tune. Okay, so listen for this nice tune so we can play it at the park. Listen for the nice tune. All right, you're done, everybody. You are done.